Welcome to Season 2 of the With Ingram Series podcast. This is Episode 3. I'm Philip Ingram, and today I'm talking to Dr. Sanjeev Mehta about recruiting into the technical sector, something security really needs. Warning, you might actually learn something. Well, I'm sitting in the Park Regis Hotel in Birmingham, which is pretty new, just off Five Ways. And I'm sitting here with a very interesting individual. One of the challenges that the security industry has got, and in particular the physical security industry, as it transitions and converges with the cybersecurity industry, is getting people with the right skill sets to work on not just electronic devices from a manufacturing perspective, but the software that runs them. And I'm here with Dr. Sanjeev Mehta, who runs a company that specialises in getting the right people to meet technical software and other requirements. Now, this is something that hasn't been exposed to the security industry before, so it is new, but I'll let Sanjeev introduce himself a little bit more and his company, and then we'll have a bit of a chat. Sanj, welcome to the With Ingram series of podcasts.
Thank you, Philip. Thanks for having me. I'm Dr. Sanjeev Mehta, and I run two different businesses here. One is a tech recruitment firm, and the other one is having a software development firm based in India. And I'll give you a brief about both the businesses. And before that, I would give a brief about me. So I'm originally from India, and I'm British Indian. I've moved to the UK 10 years back, and I came from Dubai. I spent 3 years in Dubai as well. So I've lived in different places. I lived in Jersey, lived in Dubai, lived in the Isle of Man, lived in London, and now I live in Birmingham. So the tech recruitment side, our tech recruitment company is established player, and we work with the public sector departments like HMRC, Home Office, Passport Office, NHS Digital. We are on the platform and we supply resources to all these government departments. And we also have private sector clients which are quite renowned. And from the IT software development company in India point of view, so they have been in business for 20 plus years, and I represent them in the UK for the last 5 years. And we have got a team of 2,000 developers based in India, and the company is called CEO-Sush Technologies, and here the company is called CEO-Sush Talent Limited. So I cater to the whole range of technical skill people. Whether you can afford to have people here in the UK, then we will bring people on board, highly skilled people, whatever requirements the companies have, and help them fulfill their technical skills gap. And if for some reason we don't have the skill set here, then we also use the company in India to bridge that gap.
So the pool of recruitment, the pool of people that you're recruiting from are primarily based already in the UK with the ability to work in the UK and all the rest of it. And if that isn't available, you've got the ability to reach back into India and get people with additional skill sets. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. You have said it rightly. So our first business, or the CEO-Sush Talent Limited company, specializes in bringing people from the UK market and helping get the right people on board to work here in the UK itself. So most of these people are also sometimes security cleared or DV cleared, because we work with government departments, so we can cater to all those security clearance requirements as well. And yeah, if we don't have, if you can't afford people here, or you have requirements which can be met remotely, then we do have a pool of people in India who can help us bridge that gap or deliver that project and that kind of thing.
So we hear a lot about there being real skill shortages in the UK. From a recruiter's perspective, are you finding that those skill shortages are actually a reality? And what is it that makes you unique to be able to get hold of people with the right sort of skill sets that are needed out for industry, whereas others don't seem to be able to do it?
There is definitely a skill gap in the UK, and it's widely known that it's costing UK economy a lot, and it is hampering the growth of the companies, because if you don't have the right people, how would you grow your business? And the approach, different approach as far as our business is concerned, is my experience within the private banking industry, I'll say. So I used to be a private banker. I worked with big banks like Citibank in Dubai, Lloyd's Private Bank in Jersey. I worked with the EFG Private Bank in Jersey. So the whole of my learning over the period of working with private banking industry was to build the relationships. So apart from delivering the people to you, we build those relationships with the right people, and I have been doing that for the last 5 years within the IT sector. So our speciality is that we have built the relationships with these people who can deliver the projects. We cater to all kind of roles, whether it's a program manager, project manager, delivery manager, infrastructure architect, security architect, and cyber security consultant. So we have built these relationships over this period of time with these people, and we have also built the relationship with the companies who are looking for these kind of resources. So we bring these people to work for these companies, and that's all part of the relationships, which I think is most important from both the angles.
Now, you've mentioned your financial sector background, and you mentioned a lot of government departments. So you're used to bringing people in who have got experience in working with IT systems and cyber security capabilities in not just the regulated environment, but also in government environments as well.
Yes. So we have the capability to, BFSI segment, which is banking, financial services, insurance sector. So we have got a very deep-rooted knowledge of that sector. I worked within that sector myself, and I also have been working for the last 5 years within that sector. We have got clients, like for example, we worked with Zurich International Life. They are one of our clients, very big insurance company. We have supplied resources to them, and also within the government departments. Also, we have worked for the last 3+ years. I have been personally working with the government departments and supplying high-end resources to the various government departments, whether they need security cleared, DV cleared people, and whether they need a project manager or a simple developer. It could be anybody in that range. So normal roles where we work on are developers, and whether it is any kind of development work, whether it is a Oracle, SQL, C#.NET, or PHP, or Java, JavaScript, all those developer roles. We do business analyst role, whether it is a technical BA or a functional business analyst, and then we do project managers, delivery managers, program managers, all kind of roles. And then cloud architect, enterprise architect, infrastructure architect, security consultant, cyber security consultant. These are the kind of roles we do on a regular basis for government departments.
Therefore, from a recruitment perspective, what sets you apart from all of the other big recruitment firms that are out there? Surely you may as well just go to the ones that are on the high street and elsewhere. What is it? Why is it that you have success where others don't?
So there are 2-3 different angles. Okay, so we are a small company. So we are a growing company. So what we do is that we have got that efficiency that we can work on the roles specifically required by the client, and because of our experience within the 5 years working in the IT sector, so we understand what kind of skill set is actually required, and we deliver exactly candidates according to that. So most of the big companies, they put a smaller junior person on the job to find the right people, but these people are very senior people he is looking. So when he is talking to the people, they are not really at the same page because they don't have the confidence to speak, about the role, or they don't really understand the challenges of the role, so or the skills required for the role. So when we speak to very higher end contractors or professionals or employees, so we understand what are they looking for and what skill set they bring on the table to help the employers. So that's one angle that we are different. And also we are independent recruiter. We are not part of the big chain or something. So we are also part of the a recruitment network of 500 plus independent recruiters working in the entire country. So if we don't have the capability to bring a person on board for any company, or a very niche skill, or time frame is very short or limited time frame we have to arrange, then we can also go to our network of 500 plus agencies, and we can ask them to help us finding the right people. And we already have collaborations in place, and we already work with very major clients through that channel.
Now, I remember the last time we spoke, you gave me an example of someone phoning you up for a very short notice vacancy to be filled for a contract that they needed. Can you just tell the listeners that story again, to give them an example of how you can work very fast indeed?
Yes, so speed is one of our very good strength. And I was giving an example that one of the clients came to us on a Friday evening. I was having dinner with my friends, and he called me up saying, I've got a requirement of a project manager or a program manager at a very senior level managing a multi-million program, and we don't have a person to represent who can represent us to the client, and they are ready with the contract, but if we don't take a right program manager with us, there would be a problem and we wouldn't be able to get the contract from the client. And I said, okay, so what's the time frame we are working on? I said, I've got a meeting on Monday, and I would need somebody to go with me on Monday morning. So we worked overnight that Friday. We worked over the period of Saturday and Sunday. We sent him candidates, suitable for the role, and he shortlisted some people on Sunday itself, and we were managed to get him a person to go in Monday afternoon meeting with him and win the project. And that's a multi-million project he has won through that service. So speed is one of the very good quality of ours, and if you need people very quickly, very efficiently, without wasting more time, and if we don't have a 3-month process to get you the people, we can get you the people in 3 days if you want.
Now, the $64 million question is that individual still employed in that company?
He is still working with that company, and they have awarded him a 18-month contract, and that program will run. It's one of the big 6 energy company as a client, and one of the big consulting firm who has requested us to find that person, and they have won that project, and they are already working on that program. It's a 18 months contract, which is a multi-million pound investment from one of the big 6 energy company.
Now, many of the listeners out there might not need people at the sort of seniority that you're talking about there. What sort of levels do you recruit at, or do you recruit at all different levels?
So we have a team of 20 people in terms of the recruitment. So we specialize in all kind of roles. So it doesn't have to be a very senior role. It doesn't have to be a program manager, delivery manager kind of role. It could be a very junior, maybe related with a business management or customer success manager or account manager, sales manager or HR person. As long as it has something to do with the tech, we can help. And the role-wise, we can cater to very junior roles and to a very senior role. So it's whole range of roles we cover.
That sounds absolutely fascinating, and I understand that you're going to be speaking at the security event at the NEC in Birmingham as part of a panel discussion, and hopefully at other areas, so you can properly introduce yourself to the wider security market.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that event in April, and I would be part of the panel talking about tech skill shortage and recruitment strategies and recruitment industries perspective on how the security industry is panning out, and how the whole network and infrastructure and software related capabilities within the security market is going to pan out, and what will be the impact, and what solutions are there to get people on board and help the industry grow.
Well, Sanj, thank you very much indeed for talking to me. I will put in the notes underneath this ways of getting in contact with me so that I can introduce anyone who's interested to you, so that they can have private discussions if necessary. But it's been a real pleasure talking to you today.
Thanks a lot. Pleasure talking to you. Thanks a lot, Philip.